To start season 2 off, we're headed to Orange Lake, Florida, just north of Ocala, a 12,500 acre lake full of big bass. What's up, buddy?
Good morning.
You ready to catch a bass?
I am.
Me too, man,
Yeah.
me too. Come on, let's get it done.
Let's do it.
See if we can find a big one. Orange Lake, it's all about the big ones. All right, man, well listen, we are here. It's a little chilly, but it's supposed to warm up. And water temperature is 57, so that's cold for a fish.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But it is warming up. I'm expecting by lunch we'll be shedding some jackets. That's my hope anyway. We'll shed some jackets, get a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
All this casting we're gonna do. What do you think? What do you expect? What do you expect to get from them this morning versus as the day progresses and it gets a little warmer? I mean, what's your thoughts there?
Well, we got a little bit of a late start because it's cold, and you can already feel that sun warming up. So as soon as that water temperature gets a little higher, I'm sure them fish are gonna get a little more active too. They're gonna start pulling up, getting a little shallower.
We're coming up near the moon, so
Yeah.
one of the reasons why we picked, this day was getting close to the moon, approaching with, and the gambles, we would have some warm air along the process, and maybe some of these bigger spawning fish would pull up on maybe some beds or something like that and give us a shot at one.
Yeah, we're hoping to get lucky and target that first wave to pull up. We're gambling, but
I remember you when we were talking about doing this. I remember you promised me one about 14. So
yeah.
you said there ain't gonna be no problem. We go on this date, we'll
Yeah.
catch a 14 pounder. And I was
Yeah.
like, hey, booked.
I don't know if I added the pound part in. I might have
Oh,
said
okay.
inch or
Maybe inch. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes, man. See how it goes.
Yeah.
My co-host for the show today was Travis Blucher, which is a good old friend of mine that has grown up out here fishing on Orange Lake many, many days with his dad and friends. His knowledge is very deep on the lake, and it was really neat to watch him pinpoint and go through the changes in the weather which we dealt with all day long.
When Danny asked me to film with him, my first thoughts were, we've both been so busy for so long, and we're both guiding in the saltwater world these days. It was nice to connect and get in the same boat and do an old hobby of mine, which is get away from that saltwater stuff for a little bit and try to put something together in the bass world. So we're just sitting down in here. We're looking for some clean water. This hydrilla acts like a barrier sometimes, and you get a little bit of wind, it'll be muddy on the outside. But we're gonna ease on here, try to find some clean water, maybe see some of these fish. But these fish want to be to the bank this time of year. That's where it's gonna warm up quickest, and that's where we're gonna try to ease in here.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. I mean, anytime we can get all that canopy up there on the wall to
Yeah.
block some of that wind,
It'll feel-
that makes perfect sense even on the Gulf. Yes, sir.
And it'll feel better on us too.
That's right, no doubt. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, there he is. That's what I'm talking about.
There we go. He did that swirl, same thing. There we go. I just had to not pay attention.
Let me reel in so I can help you. Oh, wait a minute. Man, you was right, Travis. The sun got to a certain place in the day. We've reached finally 61. You said this morning 61, 62, 63 would be amazing, but not expecting to see it.
Yeah.
We got to 61. We missed a nice one. I missed a nice one. Then you showed me how to do it. So,
Yeah.
maybe we're in the right direction.
We're starting to put it together.
Yeah. We're definitely traveling in the right direction.
All right, let's get them back in the water and get another one.
See ya.
All right, let's do it again.
Cool, man. Good job.
Thank you.
Our strategy for today, knowing that we had cold air, knowing that we had low pressure, cold front conditions, our strategy was to move around first thing, cover a bunch of water, which we did using paddle baits, weighted and unweighted, and just really burnt down edges until we started to try to develop a trend. One thing I have been impressed about, and I know it took them a long time to get there, but that trolling motor, patience with virtue with that thing, I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal.
I'm gonna cast over you.
Imagine that.
Yeah, cut you
all
off.
This lake, all this lake, and you got to throw right over me.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Oh, there he is.
Good job.
Not a little bank runner, but warm up. Look, he's chunky. Guys at home, I just want to tell y'all, this fish isn't that small. My hands are really, really, really big. Abnormally big.
That is one of the most fishiest places all day.
Oh,
Here we go. Good one too, ain't it?
Woo, what's out now? Watch out. There we go.
Nice.
When he turned the corner, and me and Travis both said, look at that. That's the fishiest spot we've seen all day, is what he said. Yeah, that puts old Danny back in the lead.
It does.
I believe that one right there is about at least a quarter pound bigger than Travis's big one earlier.
Oh man.
Look at that joker, man. Slab. Woo! Man, it's pretty in here. This water's clean. That fish right there thumped it. There you go. Like it. All right, so we tried the wind blockage, getting in here tight against the cover in some of these little deep depressional spots inside all this heavy hydrilla. We're getting the vibe that, as you said, that they're just cold and they're just thumpy, so they're pushed down somewhere. What's this next thought process? Plan C, so to speak, this morning. What's your thought?
My whole idea is warmer water. Even if it's 1 degree warmer, that can make a huge difference. So that's kind of the deal right now. We saw some beds in the area where we were fishing, but they just weren't pulled up and ready. So
yeah. And down here on the other end of the lake, you're thinking the sunshine just been hitting it a little longer, so to speak, or something?
That's the plan.
Simply, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Just 1 or 2 degrees warmer, and that might make all the difference.
It does to me.
Yeah.
Well, Travis, I feel like it's just a little too cold. And I hear Cross Creek's got this really cool little restaurant, and I'm thinking one of them sandwiches in another hour.
Yeah, well, we might think a little more clearly on a full belly.
That's right. I like the way you think now.
Yeah.
Now we're getting on the same
Let's
page.
do it.
Let's go take a little mental break, check out this sandwich I keep hearing about, and then we're gonna come back and put on a clinic. One of the things took away from the day that I was real impressed with was the yearling restaurant. When you walk up there on the property, you're really not sure what to expect. But when you step inside and you just soak in all the history, all of the books, very historic and very interesting.
Fishing and life are very similar. There's a lot of ups and downs and struggles, and sometimes you just need to take a break and settle down and go in and take a lunch at the yearling. That was a great move that let us reset and think things over and put together a new plan. And in the afternoon, we started out fresh and we started catching them, putting them together.
Man, this little transition right here, I can already tell you I got a, no pun intended, a warm fuzzy feeling along with the warm air temperature that's risen for us as we were hoping for. We kind of went in, took a little lunch break, come back out. We tried one end of the world there, hoping for some water flow and some drainage. It was really heavily vegetated and dirty. That didn't work, but this is beautiful water.
Crystal clear.
Really clean.
It's like good, healthy hydrilla does.
Yes, this is good looking stuff. This looks fishy. We got to find out if it is, but it looks fishy.
Yep. And we got the right water temperature starting now, so it should get good.
Yeah, I'm ready for it to get good. You know, Travis, I like to use these gloves because my hands just get beat up after all these years of doing this. But I feel like I'm not connected with the rod in this finesse game here we're trying. And you caught that fish a minute ago, and you know what? I think it's time I take my gloves off and we get serious here.
I think I'm all right. Bring it on.
The gloves is coming off. I've had enough of this.
I'm all for you getting the bites.
You're making me look bad. Now I can feel the rod. Now I feel like I can feel that.
You feel that bull bay.
I feel like it. We're gonna find out if that helps me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there you go. Oh, okay. All right, whoa, now. Close encounters. That'll work. Little chunky fella.
Yeah.
The finesse worked.
That was it. Just had to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it again.
Nice fish.
Good job.
That's a good one.
Bring it on this side. Oh man, another one.
Oh man, did you see that?
There's two females swimming in there.
She come up to the top, showed herself. Got it. Oh Lord, there's another jump.
Gotta
open up, girl. There, got it. Whew. I was getting nervous. Dang right.
Good job,
Look at that
man.
one now.
Look at her.
Yep, beat up.
Yep.
Been in there getting roughed up.
Eggs coming out.
That's how you do it, guys, right there. That is how it's done.
That's a nice one.
She come up to the top, sniffed the land a little bit, gave herself away.
Yeah.
You went low, or I went low.
Yeah.
You went high. We switched it up.
We did. We went opposite.
And the old saltwater guy worked it out on the finesse worm.
That's it. Man, that's the biggest one yet. That's a nice one.
Yeah, I tell you what, we seen that fish come to the top, roll over there, showed itself.
Yeah, swirled. That did everything for us.
Throwed a little finesse in there.
That's it.
Had to have it.
Let's see
That's
if we
definitely a good start. Let's see if we can upgrade.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get a bigger one.
So you got a finesse bait basically.
I do.
You know, and so we're gonna do the same old thing. You're gonna go finesse and down low.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna catch the top side.
We got some cloud cover.
Yeah, we definitely had that little bit of stuff come in a minute ago, you know, when we was over there throwing those prop baits on the other side of the lake. You know, so now we're gonna try over here. We're gonna throw something on the bottom, throw something on the top, and
let's do it.
Let's see what happens. So as we were able to get a little warmth from out of the mid-morning, got into the mid part of the day, and the sun was up the highest, we was able to shed some jackets, get a little more comfortable, and start looking for beds. Once we found some beds and we started kind of letting our minds wander about where one may or may not be laying, we started to develop a trend in this one little area that was a little heavily wooded. It was very interesting to see what worked for big fish and what didn't. There he is. You got that fella out of there that time. Nice fish. Nice little chunk in there hiding.
I didn't feel like the same bite, but maybe it is.
What I'm hearing is you got schooled on the previous cast by a 3-pounder.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They all feel big when you lose them.
Maybe 4.
A little bit smaller than yours. I think you got me.
Y'all heard that at home. This
Yeah.
is just a little bit smaller
You
than
got-
mine.
you
A
got-
little bit.
You got me on the big fish for now. That son of a gun slung my lizard somewhere.
Oh, now he's throwing a heavier.
He took my Cinco, so
Boy, I swear.
he took my Cinco.
When you think you got a friend in somebody, I mean to tell you.
Just when you think you know somebody.
Went with a heavier lead, then went with a lizard with more wiggle jiggle. Got me with this old stiff straight worm and a light lead. Come on, Danny, keep up.
I'm gonna help you out here.
If we've developed any kind of a pattern out here,
Well, you can't throw this big one on a spinning reel.
it's the pattern that's been developed as Travis keeps setting me up for small fish, but I keep on getting the bigger ones. I don't know. Coming out here and fishing today, and Travis actually the one beholding the knowledge, and me being the one being coached, was a new thing for me in general. Usually I'm the one coaching and pointing. So today Travis got the helm, and it was really neat to see the different ways of somebody else teaching. He did a fantastic job. We fished this one little wooded area where we were hoping some big bass were in these little bald spots, so to speak, in some of these wooded areas. He coached me right into this one spot, did everything right. Oh,
There you go, you got her?
Oh, Lordy! Now I know how it feels. Except for me not horsing quite enough. You know, with the redfish, you got to be a little easy sometimes when things get tough. The bass, you got to get tougher when they get tough, it seems like. And I just gave him a little too easy of a line. Travis followed it right up in the next piece of timber and landed a fantastic 9/10-pound bass. Uh-oh, big fish alert, big fish alert. Oh, big fish. Oh my, Travis, hold it snug, hold it snug. Woo, on. Hold him, Hook, hold him. You need to go there? There we go, got her up, got her up. Oh my. Got her. Woo!
That's what we've been waiting on.
Boys and girls. You know, folks, season 2 of Beyond the Surface. Bottom line, if you don't go beyond all the surfaces, then you can't be called Beyond the Surface TV. Look at that one, folks. Hold this girl one time just so you got it.
Oh man, thank you, thank you. Oh, they're starting to pull up finally. We got the right water temperature. It's just a matter of bunking them on the head and slowing down with a worm. We want to fish fast. We've been fishing fast this whole time. But when it gets tough, you just got to slow down.
Dude, you called that like a champ, son.
To the T.
We pulled right in there. You went, there has got to be one there, and you nailed it. Good job, man. Nice call, nice job on the hook set. Way to get it out of the trees.
Thank you.
Get her nice and healthy release. She's ready. She is ready to go back
There
and be
she
big.
goes. That's it.
That's it, buddy.
That's a nice one.
Hey, nice job. Nice work.
Feels good. Yeah, I really didn't know what to expect when Danny asked me to film and do a show with him. I've helped him out a couple times before that as a camera boat. In my head, I was thinking he's gonna bring a gold spoon on the boat like we're red fishing, but he did pretty good. I gave him a couple swim baits and a prop bait, and he picked it up right away. When it came down to it, it was just two friends fishing the whole day, and it turned out to be a really fun day.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. What'd you find? Hey. It ain't come. There it is. Ah, a little sport model. Little sport model. Heck yeah. Well, buddy, what a long day.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a
We shedded
day.
jackets. We got some sunshine. We caught some big fish. We caught some small fish. We caught a lot of fish. We have caught them on about 6 different presentations.
Yeah.
One thing I always tell people when they go fishing, I always tell them, make sure you keep your head on the spindle. Don't sit there and lock into one technique. That'll get you nowhere. You got to keep your head on the spindle. You got to keep watching the water. You got to keep thinking. And you've done that today for us. It's been a pleasure being on the water with you today, getting a chance to bass fish with you. I don't think me and you've ever bass fished that I recall.
One time, and it's been years ago.
Has it been? Okay,
Years
well,
ago.
that's that age coming out of me.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
But this is a nice little way to end today. Do a little dance for me. Do a little dance.
You might. There he goes.
Had to tickle him on the belly like most of them like to be rubbed a little bit.
Sometimes they like being held.
Yes. And he was like, you know, I don't want to leave you. You ain't done talking. I want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Don't kick me out so soon. Well, man, I appreciate you bringing us out here on the lake, showing us how to do it,
Been a good
showing
day.
us all kinds of cool new things, bringing us beyond the surface out here on the lake, so to speak. It's been a blast, and I think it's time to go to the house.
Let's do it.